All right, welcome back. Let's roll back out to Los Angeles, bring in Last Chance Q, Jason Brown. And, you know, the Q used to stand for quarterback, but I think we're going to change this to Last Chance Barbecue. My God. Before we get Jason, I want to play this clip of Jason Brown showing off the pregame meal he prepared for this weekend's NFL playoff games. Take a look at this.
Ooh, yes, sirree, Coach JB. Ooh, the mother is fire. You already know the deal. Got the baked beans on deck. Made those. A little bell pepper cut up, green and orange. Yellow bell pepper. And then we got the links, the burgers, the chicken. Ready to go.
JB, we're going to start here.
You can't have none of that anymore, man.
When do I get my invitation? When do I get my invitation?
Hey, you can't have that no more.
I want to come this Sunday. I want to come this Sunday for the championship games.
Come on.
I got to figure out how to do the show on Monday from Los Angeles.
You do it here at my house in my cigar lounge. Hey, I got the setup,
I got to figure it out.
I got the whole setup.
I was actually, the other possibility I threw out to Steve Kim was like, well, hold on, I wonder if I can get JB and Sean Salisbury to come to Nashville. You can cook here and do your show here from Monday. If I got you, Sean Salisbury, and Steve Kim all out here to Nashville, you could do all your Monday shows from right here in Nashville, no?
Maybe. I don't know. That'd be rough. I got to check it out. That'd be interesting. Either way, hey, you can't have all that food, though, man. You're on a diet.
I can sample, and all I want is the ribs. I don't need the baked beans, the mac and cheese. I just need the ribs. Probably try the chicken, but man, I got them ribs look good, bro.
Yeah, they're good. I smoke them on a drum smoker, man. It's like unlike anything I've ever had.
All right,
hey,
let's talk a little football.
Steve Kim, he think he's brother now. He eating them ribs like he a brother. He think that's. I'm like, man, Asian cats don't eat like this.
Oh man, I'm legitimately going to try to come out there this weekend. I'm going to make that effort to see if there's any kind of way, because I need that in my life. So JB, let's talk a little football. I'm going to get to this topic I'm about to mention, but not right here. But I'm hoping that what you saw from Shannon Sharp today has inspired you today to start this show with an apology to Patrick Mahomes and give Patrick Mahomes the flowers that he deserves. The floor is yours if you want to go ahead and apologize to Patrick Mahomes and finally put some respect on his name.
First of all, Jason, if you know me by now, I don't apologize. We are what we do, not what we say we do. If you believe what Shannon Sharp had to say today, then you're as big enough fool as he is. That cat, why apologize? That's who you are, Shannon Sharp. You do that. Like, why are we apologizing? You take that serious? I didn't. I think apologies are for liars, cheaters, and stealers. That's what apologies are for. I don't apologize. That's not who I am. I'm who I am, not who I say I am.
You're dead wrong. Okay, you know who you are? You're dead wrong about Patrick Mahomes. Deal with that.
All right. Let me ask you something. What was the most critical drive of that football game? Chad Henne, 98 yards. Chad Henne going 98 yards. That means I can plug and play pretty much any quarterback in that system, and I'm going to be all right. And it's been proven with Alex Smith, with Jay Feely. Remember Andy Reid had Jay Feely in Philadelphia? He's had quarterback after quarterback success.
Jay Feely's a kicker.
Well, what's AJ Feely? Sorry. AJ Philly. So let me ask you something. This guy went 98 yards, throws a ball right out the gate in his own end zone, backed up. Chad Henne throws the ball right out the gate. Andy Reid doesn't care who's at quarterback. He's confident in his system. I would love to see Patrick Mahomes in Houston. I would love for all these naysayers and JB haters in Kansas City to. I can't wait for Andy Reid to retire and everyone sees how bad and gimmicky Mahomes really is. It's unbelievable. And listen, I give him so much credit, Jason, for going in there and playing after he rolled his little ankle. I really do. It's sincerely. I give him credit. I love the passion that he did not want to come out the game. That is what the quarterback position should entail. That's what it requires. That is the leader. I never knocked him for not being that guy. I've loved the passion. I love how he wants to play all the time. He never sits out. I've never seen him really try to get out of a game. He always wants to play, contrary to belief, unlike the Kyler Murrays, Lamar Jackson. If I'm a Ravens fan, I am so pissed off at Lamar Jackson for not playing when he was cleared. When I see Mahomes coming out there yesterday and walking out there on Saturday after he was hurt and led their team to victory. He didn't really lead them, but the team won with him. And I just give him a lot of credit. I give him a lot of credit for playing, Jason. And
bad and gimmicky. Come on, man. You called the man bad and gimmicky. Stop it, JB.
Overrated. Who's more overrated, Jason? Mahomes or Josh Allen? Because they're both overrated. And I don't know who's been telling you that, Jason, but I think I've been saying that for quite some time. And I think I said Joe Burrow's the best quarterback in the league. I said it on record for the last 2 seasons. He's 3-0 versus Mahomes, 3-0 versus Allen, about to be 4-0 versus Mahomes, and all he needs is a damn Super Bowl ring. If he can get the ring, then Burrow by far is the number 1 quarterback in the league, like I said he is. And if I'm starting a franchise, I pick Burrow 1, Lawrence 2, and Mahomes probably comes in at 3 because he won a Super Bowl over Allen and Herbert.
So overrated, but he's the 3rd best quarterback in the league. Overrated, but Josh Allen is the 4th best quarterback in the league.
That's how bad quarterback play is.
Yeah, give me those problems. So you're already on the record. You don't think the Chiefs you think they're gonna lose to the Bengals at Arrowhead Stadium this Sunday?
Oh, Burrow owns Mahomes. Burrow owns the snow. Burrow owns cold weather. Burrow owns Allen. Burrow owns the AFC. He needs a Super Bowl, though, or he's right back where everyone else I talk about is. He's another guy that can't get the job done. He has to get a Super Bowl ring, and then until he does that, Mahomes is going to still be reigned supreme because he has the ring. And that's just how you have to look at it. When Dan Orlovsky and all these people talk about the best quarterback, they still say Mahomes because he has that elusive ring. So Burrow gets that ring, it's not even close. Burrow throws the ball from the pocket. He throws the ball on time. He throws the ball above 15 yards more than anyone else in the league. He throws the ball beyond the line of scrimmage into the teeth of the defense, unlike any other quarterback in the league other than Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers. These guys actually throw into coverage. They're not throwing the ball laterally behind the line of scrimmage, shovel pass, left-handed, jump pass, all this BS. I told people when Mahomes got hurt the other day, what is he going to have to do? Throw from the pocket on time. He threw the touchdown in the back of the end zone to Van Scantling or whatever because he stepped up and he saw the receiver come open. The leg injury made him step up, which maybe will make him a better quarterback. But you can see him struggling because he couldn't get out of the pocket and ad-lib like he normally does. And what did he end up doing? Throwing for what? 190? Come on, man. This dude's overrated as hell. That team and Andy Reid makes that thing go. Plug and play any quarterback. Give me Joe Burrow in Kansas City. You wouldn't lose a damn game.
I disagree with you, but the only legitimacy to your argument is I saw what happened to Donovan McNabb when he left Andy Reid, and it was not pretty. He got to Washington, D.C., and Mike Shanahan was like, this guy don't know nothing about football.
Hey, every quarterback does that.
Yeah. All right, so we know where you stand on that. I'll be circle back to you next week where you will be apologizing to Patrick Mahomes. What should the Cowboys do with Dak Prescott? Now, this is a serious question. What should they do? They locked into this monster contract. What do you do? I don't think I don't blame Kellen Moore. I don't blame Mike McCarthy. This dude is a fourth-round quarterback that we've tried to make a franchise quarterback. He's just overpaid at 40. And my argument is, JB, and I mean it sincerely, he should walk into Jerry Jones' office and say, hey, man, let me give y'all some of this money back and go out and make sure I have everything I need on the rest of this team, and I'll play for $28, $30 million a year, whatever, more franchise-friendly deal. I want to be y'all's quarterback, but making me the second, third, fourth highest-paid quarterback in the league is a mistake. Now, again, that's not going to happen, but, I mean, what should the Cowboys do with Dak Prescott?
See, I asked a trick question, poll question today on my show. I said, who's more overrated, Dak Prescott or Josh Allen? It was a trick question. You know why? Because Josh Allen's overrated because he gets all the accolades every year as the MVP front runner, as the Super Bowl front runner. Odds-on favorite this year was the Buffalo Bills to win it. They didn't even make the AFC title game. First team in history not to do that as odds-on favorite Super Bowl champ. So I said, no, it's Josh Allen is the most overrated. Dak Prescott, nobody cares enough to worry about him. He's not overrated. He just isn't very good. I've been saying this for how long? Dak Prescott just isn't good. He's not overrated. He doesn't get the hype. He's a fourth-round guy, like you said, who got overpaid. And if Cooper Rush played yesterday, the Cowboys are playing the Eagles this week. Guarantee. Cooper Rush don't throw a damn near pick six on the sideline. He don't throw in a triple coverage on the curl route that's deflected and picked. And Pollard probably don't even get hurt. But people don't look at all this thing like this. They don't look at football like this in totality if you break the film down. So Dak Prescott is bad. He's not very good. He's never been. Mississippi State, the dude wasn't that good. So I'm just confused as to why we thought he was good and when did he become this guy that everyone thought was so good. He's never been that guy. So what you do
What should they do?
You cut him. You bring in another sorry butt like Derek Carr or somebody. That's the same thing. You're getting the same thing. Get rid of him. Get rid of him like the Raiders just did with Carr. You can't do it in the NFL. Get rid of him. You need to get rid of McCarthy and the OC and go get you Sean Payton while you still can. Or do what the Eagles did. Just jump ship and wreck shop and start over. Because they got rid of a Super Bowl winning champion, Peterson, and said, you know what, your time's ran out here. He's showing that he's still an NFL good head coach in Jacksonville right now. McCarthy won a Super Bowl. He won a Super Bowl in Green Bay. It's time to cut bait. Got to get rid of him. Or your time is limited. Jerry Jones is 90. I mean, how many years he got left? You better start making a decision right now and make a hard decision. That's what leaders do, Jason. You got to make a hard decision here. Dak Prescott is not the guy, Jason. And how ignorant are we going to stay on this topic? How ignorant is it to continue to think he's going to change? Like, I mean, the definition of insanity is what? Doing the same thing over and over. Look at what they're doing. The head coach is no good. They wasted 40 seconds on a punt yesterday. I'm sure they could have used that in the last of the game. I mean, I've never seen some of the stuff that McCarthy does as head coach. And Kellen Moore, he's as soft as runny baby crap, man. I mean, his play calling is soft. He's soft. He doesn't want to speak out. He doesn't want to talk to Dak. He doesn't want to get after Dak. He never talks to him when he throws a pick. I'd be grabbing Dak's jersey. Like, what the hell are you throwing? What do you see? Cooper Rush was the best quarterback for that team. I said it all year. I still say it. I'm convicted with it. And get rid of Dak. You got Cooper Rush. Go draft you a quarterback. Trade up. Go get you a young QB. And
they've given Dak like $130 million guaranteed.
So did Derek Carr. Same thing. You can cut him.
They're not cutting Derek Carr. They're trading Derek Carr. Or going to try to.
I'm sorry. That's what I mean. Trade Dak Prescott right now. Why he's still kind of lukewarm. You better trade him right now. You're not going to get any trade value for him next year when he does the same thing over and over. I love Dak Prescott when he comes out and says, I will never do this again. Dog, you're worse than Tony Romo. You've been here long enough. What are you talking about? You're not going to do it again. What's going to change? You are what you do, Jason, not what you say you do. Him and Shannon Sharp should get on a yacht and go fishing with Kenny Smith and Charles Barkley next week.
All right, now we're circled back to Shannon Sharp. I know you've already offered a little bit of your opinion, but what's your Shannon Sharp's apology was great. What's your problem with Shannon apologizing?
He's liar. He's lying. He's a hypocrite. We already know that. So go ahead and apologize for being a hypocrite. Don't apologize for what you did. This isn't the first time you've done this. This is who you are, Jason. We are who we are. I'm tired of people saying something. I don't care what you say. I care what you do. And if you do this over and over and over and over, and the soft culture and society is going to accept his apologies, I've already seen it on social media. I want to blast it out there so bad by all these Sports Illustrated people like, shut up. You don't accept his apology. You're just soft too. He is what he is. Like, why didn't Skip Bayless not show up for work today? That's the bigger question. I would have not.
He did show up.
I know.
Skip was there.
Up if I was Skip Bayless, I would have did what he did to me. I would have not shown up. That's what they do on that dang show. So like, I'm like, come on, man. Like, I wanted to see Shannon Sharp apologize by himself. You know what I give credit to? Skip Bayless. You know why? He didn't apologize. You know what he said? I'm not deleting my tweet. I stand by it. You know why? Because that's who he is. Whether you like him or not. You don't like me either. You don't have to like me either. But you know what? I am who I am. I'm not apologizing because that's who I am. People that apologize are liars, cheaters, and fakers. That's just what it is. I'm a true believer in that in my life. You are what you do.
Okay, so look. Okay, let me give you an example. I don't have a problem when people admit that they did something wrong. I actually enjoy it, like it, respect it. 2 weeks into the season, I took a big dump on Joe Burrow. I've been proven dead wrong. Dead wrong. I was an idiot. I had him read wrong. I'm going to cop to that. And so I like it when people cop to their mistakes.
That's totally different. You just said two crucial words that are totally different. Admitting and apologizing are two completely different things. You admitted you're wrong. You admitted you got proven wrong. Two different things. You're not apologizing for saying what you said about Joe Burrow, though. He's apologizing for what he did. He is who he is. You're not apologizing for saying Joe Burrow, it was going to be the next whatever you said. You're just admitting that you were proven wrong. You, like you say, you eat crow. I will eat crow on Mahomes if
Patrick Mahomes.
I'll eat crow if Mahomes proves me wrong. But even after this year, Jason, he hasn't proved me wrong. If he wins a Super Bowl, he hasn't proved me wrong. I want to see him in 4 years. I want to see him in 4 years. I want to anoint him the GOAT when it is due time. I don't want to do it now because it's too premature. We anoint these guys way too quickly, and then you have to go back and apologize for it like Shannon Sharp has to do. Or, in your case, admit you were wrong. No, we don't have to admit nothing right now. He's 4 years into the league. He's been to the Super Bowl twice. He's thrown 2 touchdowns, 4 picks in 2 Super Bowls. The worst statistics from any starting quarterback in 2 Super Bowls in the history of football. Why nobody wants to talk about that? He's thrown 13 picks this year, 2nd or 3rd in the league. Nobody wants to talk about that. And he throws the ball behind the line of scrimmage 50% of the game. 7 of his touchdowns are shovel passes. 18 of his touchdowns are under 10 yards. Come on. Look at his roster and Andy Reid. Chad Henne comes in, first play, out of his own end zone, tight end, 12-yard completion. Like, Andy Reid's like, I got this. It don't matter who's in here at quarterback. Plug and play. And he goes 98 yards. I argue the most critical series in that game. Because if Jacksonville goes cover 0, brings some heat, and gets a stop, Jacksonville's in the AFC title game right now. They lost by 7. So, I don't know. That's just me. But you admitting you're wrong and apologizing is 2 completely different things. I admit I'm wrong all the time. Nobody's perfect, Jason. I'm not up here saying, JB ain't never wrong. No, I didn't say that. But I'm not apologizing for what I said because what I said is what I believe. So regardless of my opinion or your opinion or whoever's opinion out here, these Twitter naysaying gurus on Twitter who know all things, they work at Walmart, by the way, and they bag my groceries in line every day, but they know more about me than anybody, which is crazy to me. They know more about your job, Jason, than you can imagine. They know how to produce that show better than anybody, too. But having said that, admitting you're wrong is a grown man decision. That is what grown folks do. I admit I'm wrong all the time. I'm on Netflix admitting I'm wrong. But apologizing, no, that's who I am. I'm not apologizing for who I am. So that is just the difference. Shannon Sharp, man, he can apologize till he's blue in the face. I see through the BS. He's fake as hell, and he's a hypocrite. Now, would he have mollywopped everybody on the court? Yes. Yes. Those players didn't want no part of Shannon Sharp at 55 or whatever years old. We know basketball players are soft as baby crap, man. Come on. Even Steven Adams would have got his butt bench pressed. He can't even bench press 225. He looks big and has tattoos. So what? Shannon Sharp has a different mentality, just as you know football players do. Ask O.J. Simpson.
That is my nickname for Shannon. O'Shea Simpson is what I'm going. All right, JB, thank you. I'm going to try to figure out how to get to LA this weekend. And
hey, come out, man. You'll have some fun. I got a cigar lounge, food. We'll have all kind of food.
All right, we'll get the truth on those ribs. Thank you. Great job.